Haven't played that in a while. Thank you. Rolling Stones, super underrated. Thanks for swinging by. Taking a break from listing, actually. Brain fry. Yes, Ozzy Osbourne, love him. What else do I know? been a while. I know too. Surprise. Free bird. That one I forgot. I learned that a long time ago. It's pretty hard. It's one of those you're like, everybody plays it. It's kind of when everybody's like, oh yeah, everybody plays Stairway to Heaven. Freaking Stairway to Heaven's hard. Like, it's not like people are pulling that out very often. Eagles by 9. They're a good, solid team. They don't, yeah, we're solid. They're a lot like the 49ers when we played them in the 2019 Super Bowl. They didn't really wow you anywhere, but they can, and they don't make a lot of mistakes. If Jalen Hurts was healthy, I think it'd be almost impossible. But never know with Kelsey and Mahomes. One of my favorites. I love that song. Float away on that one. I can play that for minutes upon minutes. That it's just so awesome because the tuning is just crazy. I forget what the tuning is. D D D. I forget. Jimmy Page. But you know where this came from. You go from that song to Skid Row. That basically is the same everything, just in a different little pitches and stuff. So, but everybody kind of does that. I was watching a documentary on Whitesnake today. It was pretty cool. I guess David Coverdale was like super. He was like $3 million in debt before Here I Go Again took off, and they'd already done that song in '82, and they used like organs instead of like the synthesizers, and they updated it 5 years later, and that's when it took off and everything. And I guess two of the songs, End of the Night and Is This Love, was one of the original guys' songs, and they cut him before that record, and they've never talked again. That too. I haven't played this in a while. It's hard just whipping out Jimmy Page. I used to give myself crap, and now I think about it, I'm like, not very many people just, because most people are doing takes and stuff, and they cut the best take. Haven't played that in a while. I had to get my fingers warmed up to even start getting that. Jeez. Take it easy. Oh, very young. Cat Stevens is awesome singer. I mean, he should probably get as much credit as James Taylor being a singer-songwriter. I saw you went live today, Harry. I missed you. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I was testing records all day. Nice. I've sold out of all my glass. Sold my last one. It was a freaking 100-year-old one. 100-year-old blue aqua vase, like a fishnet style. It was so beautiful. I wanted to keep it. Sold it for $50. Should have kept it. I think I paid 20 for it. It was from Tim, of course. But I've tried to get away from glass. It just moves slow. I like it, but it just moves slow. So I'll get a garage sales if I know I get a deal, but otherwise I'll. My media is selling great. In my booths, CDs and tapes are even selling pretty fast. I mean, I'm surprised VHS sells even. So let me look. Usually Saturday does pretty good. If the weather, it's the only thing about the booths that sucks is weather. That's another thing that's awesome about eBay. You don't have to worry about the weather causing people not to go shopping. I just had someone come in and buy 10 records on eBay, $150. Yeah, I know, but I love glass. It just sucks that it doesn't move as fast. I think I appreciate it more. I should be the collector, not the seller of them. Because if I buy too many of them, I'll just keep. I'll be like, oh, I'll keep it as a gift, and it's never gifted. I've done that a few times. Like my records in my booths, the LPs, man, I had to start listing them higher because I feel like, but I do something different than everybody else. I test them and tell them if there's anything wrong with it, I'll be like, hey, song number 3 skips through the plays clean the rest of the way, and I'll put it down a little more. They've sold, and I think people just keep coming back. One of my booths, I've sold out. I've sold like $1,000 in records in the last month and a half. I've got a bunch to restock. I just haven't been able to get up there because the weather's so shitty. But it's supposed to be okay tomorrow, so I'm gonna go up there. Oh, I know. You gotta be careful though. You're collecting too much. It's hard to sell that much, and you don't want to just give it away at garage sales like you do sometimes. That's why a booth almost. Well, I know it's expensive for you guys out there. I'm lucky it's cheap. Considerably, I'm probably grandfathered in. They probably would have went up already, but. I haven't seen you get many typewriters recently. I love it. There's been a few. I had a couple. I really wish I would have kept. One of those had the deep ones were, it looks like it's from like 1920s. One of them, I sold it for like $100. I was like, yeah, nice sale. Cause I think I bought it for $5 at a garage sale. Looking back, I'm like, man, I should have just kept it because it was just so cool. Like I'm never going to find that again. But it would have been in the way, a pain in the ass. It's hard not to be a hoarder. That's awesome, Harry. I've seen your what sold videos, and you're selling. You've been listing a lot on eBay compared to what you used to. That's for sure. It's awesome. How you find the time? I like your channel. I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, I have Donatella Bottolino and T, who she's with, and you, and that's the only people I really watch anymore. Craigslist Hunter and Cincinnati Picker when they put stuff out, but everybody else, I mean, there's a few I would watch it, but they don't put out videos anymore. So There's only like 2 I watch. I just think you should like really, you know, and you already do it, but just like about antiques, because I think that's why, not that you want to get huge, but like Crazy Lamp Lady, that's why she got big, because she just kind of understood antiques. I didn't have a freaking clue. So that's how I found her. I'm like, oh, she kind of knows. I mean, I had no idea about antiques. All I knew was about baseball cards and what I liked about antiques. I didn't know anything about them, though. That's how I found your channel. Yours was so much better information, and yours is way more fun. So it still baffles me why your channel is not better than her channel. But like your antique knowledge, most people don't have that diverse. And even know like Canada stuff. It's crazy. Did you see the sad iron collection I picked up? No, I don't know. I don't think I saw that one. Nice. So you saving up to get out of that job? Take the retirement and run? I've been selling everything too. Some of my records that I didn't think I'd sell, I sold. So I'm even going to sell my crossbow. My channel was doing pretty good until I pointed the crossbow at the camera. I'm actually really happy I don't do the channel anymore, because right after I stopped, it made packing for eBay easier. It just made eBay way easier. I started making more money anyway, and then I had more time to play guitar, and I had more time to do eBay. So, and then I got my boost going again, good. I couldn't even. It didn't make any sense. Whose channel are we talking about? Probably yours. I was talking about Crazy Lamp Lady a minute ago, about how that's kind of how I found reselling, because didn't know anything about antiques. Then I found yours. I was like, thank God, someone I can relate to, because she was picking up like pink elephants and stuff. I'm like, okay. She'd pick up Fenton and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like the Fenton. But then when I found you and you had the insulators, this was back in like, what was it, 2018, 19, whenever it was. And you had the insulators. I was like, yeah, because we had so many insulators up from where I was from. And I was like, I might find some of those. And then, of course, basically told me, you're not going to find anything good. So, and which was proven by me. We just have so much around here. It's just the old crap. I mean, the newer crap that's not that great. But then I enjoyed watching your videos because you're fun. Yeah, I've gotten some good stuff over the years. I remember I got a Lincoln log set that was from like the mid 50s, maybe early 50s. The instructions, everything, it was all sealed down in it. It wasn't like plastic wrapped, but you could tell no one's ever taken it out. And they just taken the top off. And because the instructions were still put in there. And if anybody had ever taken out, it wouldn't have, you can just tell. And that thing sold for like $70, even with like $20 shipping. Yeah. it's just then it becomes fun and going to the garage sales. One of my first garage sales was that big bar. It's it's put above a pool table. It's got the neon lights. It's got all the switches and everything. I never got anybody to wire it up for me. I was always going to do that, and I never did. Um, I'll probably just put it in my booth and let someone else do it for me. But I've always just kept it because I'm like, it's one of my first garage sales. You do better on Facebook. Oh, for buying stuff. You mean like better in garage sales? I believe that because a lot of people aren't paying attention. A lot of people don't know about it yet in certain areas. I agree. At Facebook Marketplace, you know, um, I just try not to get ahead of myself. I was getting too far ahead of myself because I think it was because I was doing the channel and I wasn't thinking about. Since I was doing so many random things, I'd spend too much of the money I was making, and now I've got it down, kind of know what I'm doing, and I almost have to spend more because I, I don't need to buy anymore, but I don't, anyway. Um, I've gotten better at it, but yeah, it's because I can buy records on Whatnot pretty cheap, and I've just been staying away from there because I need to list the ones I have. Then I will. Um, but yeah, it's just fun to play. Have you been? You're not selling your Hot Wheels, are you? You're gonna keep. I think that's the one thing you're always kind of keep back. Like, good luck ever finding those again. You know, red lines, especially ones that are decent, just decent. I've seen some go pretty cheap. I've been in, but I didn't know enough about them. In some auctions, some of these auctions, I can't believe what people put. I got a Derek Cheater rookie card that's worth like, you know, 500 to $1,000 in a huge lot for like 135 bucks. And I sold all kinds of stuff in the other, and I, I kept the card, and I made probably triple on all this other stuff that was in there because there was a bunch of like old ephemera. It was really like an old manual. It was a schematic plan of how to instead of a Panama canal, it was like the Nicaraguan canal. They were gonna they were trying to build a different one, and they kept collapsing or whatever. But anyway, they had a bunch of San Francisco um, pamphlets from back in the day. Anyway, uh, sometimes you get some deals, but anymore people kind of know what they're doing. And if they're selling on eBay, they're not gonna. It's all picked through pretty good. Yeah, yeah, Mister. Yeah, I know, man. Uh, yeah, but and that's kind of like I remember Tommy saying that once. He's like, what was he saying? There's some resellers you just don't buy from on, YouTube auctions. They know what they got. They're not gonna, you know, they know what it's at least gonna go for most likely. Even though he's awesome. He's I've gotten some good deals off him, but um, he's gonna make sure he gets his money somehow, some way. He's really smart. I mean, everybody should really just kind of watch his auctions just to hear him talk. That's what I like. Is like it's kind of like you. Like I don't have to watch. He doesn't put out videos, but if I just sit there and listen to him talk about the products, he's giving me all the info. I don't have to research it. I learned a lot by just watching his auctions, especially the rock and roll posters and things. I didn't know about the signing and all that stuff. It was pretty awesome. Now I have a bunch of them. I'm gonna put in my booths and help the records sell. I have to, it's hard to keep up with the records. That's so quick. Oh. Oh. Was that the one that was oh, that was Tom. And then he went and sold them individually. And he bought, yeah, I do remember that. I think he probably made some people mad. But I mean, if you're going to put yourself out there to do that, it's not Tom's fault. You know what I mean? If I remember, it may not be him. I shouldn't say that. Uh, but she wasn't mad. I don't think she was kind of like, well, uh, yeah, I remember that. I like Brian, Mr. Bisley. He's fun. Um, some of these auctions, they're either annoyingly obnoxious or boring, one way or the other. And so, and that's why I can't. I try to go on Whatnot, and I sold once, and I've tried to buy on there, but I get so annoyed. The worst thing when you hear people doing an auction, like, I can't believe it didn't go for more money. I should have just sold it on eBay. I can't believe it. And everything. I can't believe it didn't go for more money. I'm like, oh my, I can't do that. So I can't hardly watch a lot of those because almost all of them do it. But I still like get a chance at some nice deals. Man. Someone just bought 10 records and she said she just got a jukebox and they're filling them back up and they got her working. She said she'll be ordering more from me. That's awesome. Because I have a promotion where it's $4.95 shipping for any one or more or two or more. And yeah, I'm live. Um, and so it's a great deal for people. They come in, they'll buy like 10. It's $4.95 shipping for them. It's never more than $10. I think I sent out 3 pounds, 7 ounces, and it was like $9.50 or $10.70 maybe. So like I'm gonna eat $5. I usually give them a bunch of free ones anyway. 3 pounds, it was like 70 records. So that promotion is working awesome. So it depends on your store, of course, but um, yeah, I'm gonna get off here. My best buddy just called me. Dang, sorry, gotta go. It was fun talking with Harry. Hi, Jen. I'm gonna jump off here. Best bud calls. Got chit chat. Later.